Australia's first MasterChef has to have that kind of genius that sometimes fails and sometimes succeeds amazingly.
This is the most important dish you'll ever cook in your life. Cook like the world's watching.
I am too strong to battle mere mortals. Bring me giants.
This is MasterChef. The search for Australia's best amateur chef.
Welcome to MasterChef Australia.
This is where it all counts, yeah?
Around the country, more than 7,500 people apply.
This is now the opportunity for me to change my life.
All convinced cooking is their calling.
Food is more than just eating for me. It's a way of life.
To become MasterChef, they'll have to prove their passion.
I don't think I could love food more than I do now. It already is an inferno in my heart.
And their skill.
And I reckon that's the best dish of the night.
To Australia's 3 toughest food judges.
This is where it gets serious.
Their decisions will make or break dreams.
It should be a prison for people like you.
Your food's diabolical.
I'm afraid the journey ends here.
This is a real opportunity and I don't want to go home.
This determines really where my life heads.
It could be the beginning of a new life for me.
This is your chance. Someone here is MasterChef.
I would be happy to pay money for that. Well done.
Over 12 intense weeks, they will learn more about cooking.
Well done. Oh, that's great. Really good.
And themselves than they ever thought possible.
This is what we're here to do. This is the exciting part of MasterChef.
I'm 10,000,000% driven to do this.
I wouldn't be here if I wasn't here to win this competition.
You ready?
Yes!
Come on, then!
They'll face amazing challenges. Cook head-to-head with the country's most famous chefs. And create 5-star dishes against incredible odds. Kitchen dreams will become reality.
Yes! There's defining moments that stay with you for your life. This is one of those moments.
Who will be Australia's first ever MasterChef?
And it all begins right now. New South Wales is set for the cooking competition of a lifetime. So the stage is set for Sydney to show us what it has to offer.
That I really do have what it takes to be
MasterChef! I think I've had a passion for cooking all my life.
I love to cook for people, I love to cook for my family, I love to cook for friends. Why not cook for the rest of Australia as well?
Nearly 2,500 cooks have applied for our New South Wales auditions, so the competition is going to be tough. And standing in their way are our judges. 3 of the most formidable names in the culinary world.
I'm George Cullenbarris. Last year I was voted Chef of the Year in the Age Good Food Guide. After all my years in the kitchen, I can spot a pretender a mile away.
I'm Gary Megan. I own 2 restaurants and I've got over 70 staff. You've not done one of these before, right? I've seen hundreds of wannabe chefs come and go. First rib? Most don't survive.
I'm Matt Preston. Last year, I was voted the world's best food journalist. What I'm looking for Australia's first MasterChef is someone who has knowledge of food, a great palate, fantastic technique, and some real substance to what their culinary dream is.
Hello everyone and welcome to MasterChef. Today you will be given 1 hour in here to prepare your dishes. You will then be given just 5 minutes to impress the judges. Make the most of these 5 minutes. And every second will count as the cooks compete for these MasterChef aprons. Only 50 are up for grabs. It's the exclusive ticket to the semi-finals.
This is a brilliant, brilliant opportunity for you guys. It's going to catapult whoever wins to another level.
As I say to all my chefs just before service, you know, we're going into battle. We're going in to create amazing dishes. So when you come in there, do what you have to do.
If you're not prepared, and if you don't want to make food your life, feeding people, taking it out of the home and onto a far broader stage, the sort of stage that MasterChef can give you, you just maybe pack your bags. And please come in with good food.
We've got high hopes for Sydney. Good luck.
So the pressure's on for the amateur chefs to get the judges' votes. They will need 2 or more yeses to get to the next round.
Off I go. Cheers.
And Sydney is about to discover just how hard it will be to get those votes.
So what are you cooking?
Just a very easy little crumb prawns with a basil dipping sauce.
Prawns a little overcooked. That sauce is horrid.
It's a no on this occasion.
It's a no from me.
Yeah, look at it, and it's a no from me.
Now, I'll be blunt with you, but it's not good enough to go to the next level.
I'm sorry, it's a no from me as well.
Is it a MasterChef dish? No.
It ain't good, mate. It ain't good at all.
The stakes are high, and impressing our judges is not going to be easy. Julie Goodwin is a 38-year-old mother of 3. How will she fare with some good old-fashioned home cooking?
I'm doing a roast lamb rump with garlic mash and a red wine sauce.
Julie, are you a woman under pressure?
Yes.
You've still got a smile. What kind of cook are you?
Big comfort foodie type things. I put my heart into it because I'm cooking for my kids usually, my friends, my family, cooking for the people I love, so I cook with love. I actually came here instead of taking my oldest son to his first day at high school. So now I've got to make it worthwhile. Got to make it worthwhile.
Come here.
But just moments before judgment time, the pressure on Julie takes its toll.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good. Deep breath.
They have a knife in there, don't they?
I think you're ready. You are ready, okay?
Yep, I'm ready.
Everyone's behind you. Off you go.
Hello.
Hi, Julie. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm really, really excited to the point of terror.
Right. Gonna unload your stuff and start cooking?
Yep, I'm going to carve and plate for you and just reheat my sauce.
So, why MasterChef?
I'd like to be good fast food, that people can come in, take home a beautifully cooked, fresh food, family meal, put it on their table, and it's home-cooked food. It just wasn't cooked in the home it's served in.
Lamb and mash. That's just a little bit undercooked, I think. But the lamb's nice. It could do with a bit more seasoning for me, a bit more salt.
This is excruciating.
Come here. Give me a hug, because that is fantastic.
Oh, my God.
Lovely. Really good. I've been looking for someone to do that sort of dish the whole time. Real home cooking that tastes of food and flavour. So really well done.
Thank you so much.
Well, the verdict.
Well, look, I'll go first, because really, I think you know what I'm going to say.
I know what you're
That's a monster yes from me. I love it. Really good. Really good.
I think I'm going to love you, and I want you to be in Sydney.
Really?
Yeah.
Then it's a yes for me. You're going through to Sydney. To the semi-finals. Well done. 1 of 50.
Thank you so much.
And who thought on the back of lamb and mash?
Excellent.
You've made my day.
It's not us, it's you.
Oh,
just remember
thank
that. Bye.
Bye.
See you next time. I just love it. I love cooking. I love people. I love cooking for people. I didn't think I could, and I'm so thrilled. I'm so thrilled. I'm so thrilled to be through.
MasterChef, what's your? With nearly 2,500 cooks applying for our Sydney auditions, there was plenty of competition for a place in the top 50. Each cook has 1 hour to prep their dish. And then just 5 minutes to impress the judges. But our next amateur chef is using his prep time to do everything he can to stand out from the crowd.
There we go. I'm Reese, I'm from Canberra. I do stunts for TV and films. I'm doing a pasta dish that I've been cooking for a fair few years. Lots of cream. Secret ingredient, sweet chili sauce. Changes the whole flavour of the meal.
But would our judges be as daring as our daredevil chef?
Hey!
Hey! How are we going?
How are you, mate?
Good.
Reese, isn't it?
Reese.
Reese. We're ingredients, mate. We're not going to eat that.
I've got myself a pasta dish.
So what's in there?
Some bacon, diced bacon, shallots, salt and pepper and some garlic. And then I've just chucked in some cream and we're just going to add some cheese as well and some sweet chilli sauce.
Right. Ooh.
So do you know what this... Sorry, did you say?
Sweet chilli sauce?
Sweet chilli sauce.
Are you joking me or what?
Secret ingredient.
Do you have lots of late nights or something? Because that sounds like a midnight, midnight. Man, I'm really hungry. Let's have sweet chili sauce and cream. What do we got? All in the one pan.
Hey, it is tasty. Look at that.
So you've taken this dish has a name. This is like a fettuccine Alfredo, one of the great Italian dishes out of the US. Yeah.
I tend to call it feta crimchi because it's just a whole bunch of all the words mixed up in the name. Are you brave? Soldier.
Go on, son. You can do it. Yeah.
Oh.
You know, it's beautifully overcooked pasta with loads of cream. Loads of cream. Did I mention lots of cream?
No, I reckon
loads of cream.
It needs more cream.
But so, I'd give you 3 for effort. And 1, and that's being generous on the flavour.
1 for...
One for flavour.
What's amazing about this dish is you've managed to get the pasta the same texture as the cream sauce. So it all kind of blurs into one kind of soft, gooey mush in your mouth, which is, hard to do, very hard to do, and these two guys would be hard-pressed to do that. Couldn't. The kind of thing about a dish like this is it kind of doesn't matter if we don't like it. If you and your mates like it and you cook it for them, that's fantastic. A little secret guilty pleasure.
All right, what can I say?
Reese, the verdict from the line is definitely a no for MasterChef.
All right, thanks, guys.
See you later.
Right, thanks, Reese.
Have a nice life.
Away I go.
You know what, though? There are restaurants that serve that.
This is MasterChef, so we have to say goodbye to those who don't make the grade. Our judges are looking for the complete package. Great food and committed chefs. Maybe it's time to find someone who truly loves their food.
Come on, Rubes!
46-year-old Michelle Darlington left Sydney 14 years ago to set up home in the country and discover herself as a self-sufficient chef.
I'm hoping to really bring the idea of intention and blessing to the food. So I don't want to just prepare food and shove it out on a plate and hope that it tastes good. I actually want them to feel the love in the food. The last 5 or 6 years I've been buying fruit trees instead of a Christmas tree. This is the special sauce I was telling you about. This is my special Christmas tree peach.
Yep.
And I got the last of the peaches off the tree a couple of weeks ago. My meat here is marinated in the special peach sauce and some olive oil and seasoned. Will be pan-fried a little bit later with some dry rub, some spices. I've decided I'm going to be a chef. I'm hoping it's through MasterChef. It would be a great opportunity.
Or awful lot of pots and pans there, Michelle. What are you gonna put up for us?
This whole dish actually is hinged on my special peach sauce, which is peaches from my own tree, in fact.
Are you into sort of alternative?
Yeah.
So you're
I
a
love
vegetarian,
organics. I've got my own veggie garden. I've got a 5-acre property, so I grow my own veggies and fruit trees.
So what's flipped you into wanting to be a chef?
2 years ago, I was on holiday at Hayman Island, and I did the kitchen tour there, and I found myself in the kitchen crying. Clearly, this was where I wanted to be, in the kitchen.
Do you want to taste?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, food for me is this story. And when you talked about your peach tree, my ears pricked up, you know, because I wanted to hear more about it. That sort of disappointed me. You know, I was sort of expecting, you know, I wanted to see the peaches, you know, somehow, you know, maybe caramelised in a bit of gastric, you know, sugar and vinegar, crack of pepper, then just tipped over the top.
You know, it's not unpleasant and I quite like it. It's really sweet. Whether or not it actually works, I'm not sure. You obviously really want this. You obviously really, really want it. Whether it's the right thing for you.
Time will tell.
Are you very competitive?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. I like you. It's a yes from me.
In terms of the dishes we've had, that would be nowhere near the top, yeah? Nowhere near the top. We can't get away from the fact that that dish is not a great dish, and so for me, it's a no.
Well, he's a no.
Yep.
And I'm a yes.
How much do you want it?
Give me a shot.
Why?
I don't want to think I'm good. I want to know it.
Unfortunately, it's a yes from me.
Oh! George, Matt,
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you soon.
Can I hug you?
If you want.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
See you soon.
Okay, service please.
With a place alongside Australia's cooking elite up for grabs, MasterChef is looking for the best amateur chefs in the country. Only 50 will make it to the next round, and it's not going to be easy. Standing in their way are acclaimed chef George Calombaris.
I think you've shown really great technique by boning the quail out.
Culinary mentor Gary Megan.
You know, you cook the prawns in a separate dish to your tomato.
Yes.
It all belongs in the same pan.
And the most feared critic in Australia, Mr. Matt Preston.
We have a word in France for what you're doing with your food, and it's called wanky food.
The benchmark is high.
Very hot.
And having already taken on the best of the best in the sports world, our next cook is hoping to join the elite from the culinary world.
I'm Lucas Parsons, ex-pro golfer. I want to be a master chef. I had a bit of success in golf, and I thought, you know what, when I retire, I'm going to get into the food industry. I opened a cafe 5 weeks ago. It's got no restaurant in it. It's all about the coffee. It's hopefully going to give me a path to open a restaurant down the track. It's all good. G'day guys, it's good to be here.
MasterChef kitchen.
Mate, you look oddly familiar for some bizarre reason. Have we seen you on the telly before?
Bit of golf in the past.
Who did you play against and who have you beaten?
I played with Tiger a couple of times, which was fantastic. Beat him in '97, so he was only young. But at the same time, beat him. Not many guys can say that.
Sorry to interrupt. I mean, do you need this?
Do I need this?
Yeah, do you need this? I mean, did you earn enough money through your pro career to put you into retirement?
Oh, not at all. No, that's why I've opened a cafe. You know, I won the Greg Norman in 2000, which was my biggest win. And it was financially very good for me. I walked away a month later and said, look, down the track, I'll own a restaurant and I'll start with a cafe and then I'll go to a restaurant. I mean, this is part of my dream. This is part of my journey. This is what I want. Now, I've still got things to achieve. Yeah, all right. Absolutely.
One thing that strikes me is obviously golf is a very methodical and it's a slow game. Cooking is a fast game.
Let's shake it along.
OK. What are you actually cooking? Can you tell us what you're cooking?
Chili mud crab.
Yep.
Some people call it Singapore chili mud crab.
Hope it's good. Love Singapore chili mud crab. It's one of my favourites.
It's probably one of my favourite things to cook.
Well, if you're cooking it, I'll tell you, you better get a move on.
OK, sorry.
You're going to run out of time and we'll be kicking you out of here.
OK, rightio.
So you got ginger, chili...
Ginger, chili...
So you're making yourself up a paste in the pestle and mortar? That wok getting nice and hot?
Yes, hopefully.
Mate, I'll tell you, I'm going to be kicking you out of here and you're not going to be cooking anything.
Sorry.
What's that you're putting in just then?
This is a tomato-based sauce. It's got palm sugar, limes, black bean sauce, a little bit of tomato sauce.
The tomato sauce you put on pies type tomato sauce, yeah?
Look, I've tried to cook it without it. I've tried to duplicate it, and to be honest, it doesn't taste as good. So
it's an essential part of a true Singapore chili crab is a splash of
it
splash
is?
of sauce.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, that's good.
Gotta have it.
And there you go, guys. My Singapore chili mud crab.
This is, let's be honest, this is how you do it.
Main thing is, do you like it?
Good. That's what it's about.
Oh, good. What's a bun?
It's going to be interesting with George.
It's going to be very interesting.
Because George is not a chili man, are you, George?
No. At least my shirt, it blends in.
That's good. That's an enjoyment sound.
You know, it's tricky because, you know, you picked a dish that Gary and I really love and that we've tried lots of versions of it.
I like you're really humble, you know, even though you've achieved some fantastic things, you've been on the world stage. And I think that's an amazing quality in a human. And for me, it's a yes.
Oh, thank you very much.
But I sat in Darwin and had that same dish 2 months ago and paid $65 for it, and your version kicked the arse of that expensive restaurant. So I'm going to say very solidly, you're a yes to me, yeah?
Thank you.
Wow.
Wow.
High praise indeed. I've eaten some really nice chili crab. I just want to eat, I'd eat the whole lot, mate. I would eat the whole lot. So based on the dish, regardless of anything else, it's a massive yes. So, well done. From professional golfer to amateur MasterChef, really, isn't it?
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Lucas! They made quite a mess of this, didn't they?
They did, they loved it.
How excited are you now?
Really
this
excited.
News. This news is huge.
Yeah, it's huge. It gets you here a bit.
You're a live in the now kind of person, so you'll take every second as it comes.
Tomorrow I'm going to go and pull some coffees.
Good on you, Lucas.
Cheers.
What an absolute surprise.
It's the biggest culinary competition to ever reach Australia, and Sydney's cooks are getting ready for battle. MasterChef is looking for the country's 50 best amateur chefs for the next round. And with our time running out, is there any more talent in New South Wales? There most certainly is.
It's a yes from me.
Yes. I'll give you the big tick.
A fillet of beef.
Nice.
It's a yes from me.
To put it simply, I've got a damn good job and I'm giving it up. I want to go into food.
I want to see you come through.
Top 50, semi-finals, welcome.
I'm feeling pretty good.
So it's a yes from me as well.
Yeah! Thanks, guys.
What does it mean? It means my life has now changed.
But after a long day, one contestant is still left.
I'm tired, nervous, and suddenly all after nothing. It's just suddenly all happening.
23-year-old Julia Jenkins has a lot riding on MasterChef.
Basically, I just quit my job. I really wanted to just move into the food industry. I made a very big and a very scary step.
Yeah, I am a little nervous for it. I hope she goes well. She's very passionate about food, so...
So, today I'm cooking a roasted tomato cappelletti. It's a filled pasta. And I'm also making a dessert. And this is a baked ricotta, a pudding.
Good luck, darling.
And where did this recipe come from?
I just was inspired by the sort of the flavours of summer.
What's inside the zucchini flour?
It's a little bit of herb ricotta.
What would it mean for you to go next round?
It would just, it would mean the world. I don't think I've wanted anything as much as I've wanted this before. Like,
How do you feel if you don't get anywhere?
I feel pretty gutted.
George, did you have a second mouthful?
I think he's gone for a third.
The problem I have is you talk the talk, but I've not seen any kind of mad dog feralness that kind of really great chefs need to have. I mean, is that inside you?
Oh, yeah. The hunger to learn more is just, it's there.
Ooh, it's a tough one. I'm still not getting the drive. I don't really get a sense of what's there, like what's really in here.
I don't know, I find when I'm talking about food or I'm cooking food, I feel really elated. Like one of the times in your life when you just feel really, really happy. You suddenly, like, I tune out of everything else. It's how I calm down, it's how I amp up, it's how I, it's just everything.
Your parents supportive?
Very, yeah. My mum's here.
Can I meet your mum?
Yeah, sure. Go grab her. It's my mum.
Mum? What's your name, Mum?
Hi, Carol.
Carol.
Hi, Mum. How are you?
Hi.
I wanted to meet you because I think it's a bit of a unanimous decision. And the decision is... you're going to Sydney.
Back in Sydney. In the semi-finals and the top 50.
Thank you so much.
Well done. Come on, give me a hug.
After a long day, Julia is one of 15 of the best amateur chefs in New South Wales, who are now on their way to the semi-finals in our journey to find Australia's first ever MasterChef. South Australia, internationally renowned for its food and produce.
The question is, does Adelaide have what it takes to produce the next MasterChef?
I am here to win MasterChef Australia.
I've got to try this. I'm not saying I'm going to win this.
This is way out of my comfort zone.
Thankfully, first up to face the judges was somebody who wasn't lacking in confidence.
I'm James. I'm 47 years of age. I'm here because I've been given a gift, and that's to create. I know how to make your taste buds shake.
Are you a flamboyant cook?
Absolutely, yeah, it's got to be first class. I'm just zips up in the kitchen.
Yeah. High energy.
Yeah, full on. I'm doing blue swimmer chili crab. I invented the dish myself, and it's such an incredible dish, and an incredible chef will just recognise it. So let's see how we go.
So James is ready to face the judges, but are the judges ready to face James?
I'm going to show you today what South Australia's got to offer. I steamed the crabs and I made a broth out of the shells.
Yeah, so roast them off, or did you?
No, not roast them off, just boil the crap out of them.
Yeah, OK.
You know?
Quick taste, got any lemon juice or anything going in there, or no?
All natural. If you start throwing lemons and...
So you're telling me crab and lemon doesn't go?
You can put it on after, but not while you're cooking it.
Why are you here? What do you want to be? What's the plan?
I'm here because I'm good at what I do. And I never make... I rarely make the stuff up. In fact, I don't even make the stuff up. Everything I make and create is sensational. You know, just got to reduce it. Matty over there, he's looking at me and he's thinking, what's this guy up to?
Yeah.
Hey?
Well, I'm trying to work out how much bullshit there is coming out of your mouth. And
I'm a good spinner. There's no doubt about it because I'm professional. But I'll tell you what, when I do say something, it's fair dinkum. I'll give you the best, and that's the way I am. Yep.
Yeah. OK. So, nearly there?
I can understand your confidence, and that's all good and well.
Yep.
But there's a bucket load of experience over there between all of us, and it's actually nice just to stop and listen.
OK.
Yeah. I'm not enthusiastic about it.
I'm sorry about that. Yep.
the way you talk about it, we're expecting something bam, yeah? And it's kind of...
Good, James. I'm sure you're great, fun guy, and that's great. But the big noting, if you're going to big note yourself, you better be bloody good. So it's a no from me. Thanks very much.
It's a no from me.
It's a no from me.
This isn't the South Australia the judges were hoping for. And things are set to go from bad to worse.
What's frying in that pan then?
Actually, no. What's burning in the pan there?
That dish tastes like the sort of bad Thai food you get in a bad country pub. Boring, terrible.
Sure. It just doesn't do anything for me. I can't taste that.
I can't taste any pumpkin in that.
What is this? What do you think?
No.
It's a no for me as well.
So for me, it's a no.
But thank you very much.
It may be home to some globally renowned produce, but Adelaide's cooks were failing to deliver.
I'll tell you what, I'm depressed. The quality of what we've seen so far is just really not up to speed. Not one person really has done anything. What are we going to do?
I'm going to go and have a chat to him.
You're going to go in?
Yeah.
Go on, go and talk to him.
I'm going to go and talk to him. What's going on? Because I'm in South Australia, amazing produce, yeah, that everyone's talking about, right? But I'm not seeing it. It's absolute rubbish. So I want to see it, yeah? You hear me? I need everyone to pull their socks up. Will you give it to me, please? Yeah, let's go, come on.
Following such blunt talking is not going to be easy, especially when 28-year-old Andre Orsini's childhood dream is at stake.
I'm doing MasterChef because I'm trying to discover if my home passion translates into the commercial world.
With Adelaide failing to deliver so far, Andre has two obstacles in his path: the judges and his nerves.
Take a deep breath. You're going to be in front of the judges. Nothing to be nervous about.
All right, cool. Showtime. Let's do it.
Good on you.
Sure, thanks, guys. Tough.
Right.
Gentlemen, how are you?
Andre, how are you, mate?
That's good. How's things?
Yeah, OK. Right, mate, press on then. Let's go. Chop, chop.
Now, the dish is, it's a polpetti, it's a meatball, it's Milanese. It's wrapped in a lettuce leaf and on a bed of grilled polenta. What I did last night, I didn't know what I was going to do. I stuffed the truffle into the polenta. It only had 24 hours to infuse. I've never done it before.
Can I stop you? Can you just slow down? Is it going to spoil if it stays in that pan?
No, it's
not going to spoil?
Yeah, it's fine.
Just leave it alone, just for a second.
Yep.
Let's just have a conversation. Is this you? Are you a little nervous? Do you
I'm absolutely wired right now.
Obviously, you're very passionate. Maybe you can just explain that a bit.
I want to become a complete cook or chef. I know the principles of cooking.
Yeah.
Where I've gone wrong here, I can tell you right now. I want to have a more refined palate.
You've redeemed yourself slightly. We've slowed you down. Pop it on a plate. So.
Great dish. Really, really good dish.
Thank you.
Thank God we've got a dish here in Adelaide that is good, yeah? Fantastic. Well done.
Yep. From a cooking point of view, it's an absolute definite yes for me. I want you to go to the next stage. I think you can go all the way. I think you could be the winner if you put your mind to it.
Yep.
So, great job. Looking forward to seeing you in Sydney.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers.
Adelaide has recovered itself. We have had a good meal. Thank goodness.
Hallelujah!
We're halfway through our time in Adelaide to find the best amateur chefs in South Australia. And next to face the judges is a local artist who's hoping to give a creative display of culinary flair.
Hi, I'm Po-Ling Yao. I'm an artist from Adelaide.
Po has already conquered the art world with her paintings, but now she's ready to tackle a new medium.
I think that there are absolute similarities from being an artist and a chef. It's all about beauty, and I've actually learnt that flavour is a form of beauty if you use it, you know, in the right way.
Are you ready to make the move to becoming a chef?
Yeah, I am.
Yes!
I am beeping myself a little bit.
Hello.
Hello.
Po, please, something delicious. That's all I'm going to ask you for, just something delicious.
So what are you cooking for us?
A pan-fried chicken breast.
Is that ketchup manis?
It's ketchup manis. Ketchup manis is a sweet soy, and then semi-sun-dried reduction. I'm going to cut the chicken and stack it with a sauce, and then some pancetta.
Wow, there's some odd flavours going in here. Really, really odd.
I promise it works.
Wish me luck. Marks for trying to be creative and about 2 in terms of delivery.
Look, I mean, it's way too much going on. It's way too oily and messy. I don't think it's representative of the sort of food we'd want to see moving forward on MasterChef. Sorry.
Po, I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. I'm not gonna come up and taste it, but what I'm gonna give you is this. You're a beautiful girl who has Malaysian background. Go to your mum and take all her dishes, right?
I was actually going to make this dish called ABACUS beads, which is made from yams, and you steam it, and then you roll it in with tapioca flour.
Now you're talking.
Yeah.
How long does it take to make?
Well, for a small portion, I could have done it.
So why don't you go and do it?
Now?
Yeah.
Yeah. That means you got a chance, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. So you got a chance to impress us.
See you, Po. Chop, chop.
While Po heads off across town to go back to basics, some of Adelaide's other cooks would have done well to heed the judge's warning.
I'm cooking a chicken thigh fillet. We're going to do a pesto and mascarpone kind of white wine reduction, I guess you call it thing.
That sauce is too much, too hard.
Okay, thanks.
Pork backstrap wrapped in prosciutto.
Is it MasterChef? No, I don't think it is.
Okay.
Wattle seed kangaroo mignon on a parsnip blue vein mash.
Lose the puree, you know, lose the bacon and keep the kangaroo and the nice sauce, you know, and serve it with something else.
Oh my God.
As the judges' search for the best continues, Ho is doing all she can to impress and make the most of her second chance.
And we just at my mum's now. I'm just going to quickly run up and raid her pantry and see if she's got all the right ingredients for this traditional dish that I want to make.
I need to raid your cupboard.
My cupboard?
Yeah, you'll go for that. I've got it. Yep. Okay, thanks, Mum. Bye.
She's eaten this particular dish that she's doing today. Obviously, she likes it. But this is her first attempt at doing it herself, so good luck, guys.
So I'm going to give them something pretty challenging, really, because it's definitely acquired taste and texture.
So it's like a gnocchi, that's what I was thinking,
yeah, it is,
like a small...
but it has a much springier texture. I can almost guarantee you none of the three of those judges would have tried this dish ever.
Hello. Oh, you're back.
I'm back. Here it is.
Do we go up?
Let's go up.
So these are the ABACUS beads. It's made out of fresh yam.
That is singularly the best dish we've had.
Yeah.
That's the sort of dish that I really hoped that we'd find in this competition.
You can go home and rest now.
Thankfully, Adelaide had finally got the message. As 4 more cooks got their hands on the coveted white aprons.
Tomorrow night,
This is Brisbane.
Queensland's amateur chefs fight for a place in the semi-finals.
It's the greatest love in my life. If you give me the chance, I can show you that further.
Is this like the turning point, you know?
If I don't get through it, it'll cut me deep.
You know, this has probably been the hardest decision that we've had to make.
And in Perth, whose dreams are set to become reality?
If I go to Sydney, I'm not going to let you down.
Now I've done 21 years in the Navy and I want out.
I think he deserves a new change.
I just can't bring myself to eat it. I can't.
Plus, later this week, the semi-finals begin and the pressure for the top 50 reaches breaking point.
Mate, you better move your ass.
As the search continues for Australia's first ever MasterChef.